Can you hear me now? So let the spine lengthen up, the legs root down. Either close the eyes or a focused gaze down onto one point. Feel the body settling in. And let your awareness scan the body and notice all the physical sensations that are there. Be aware of the very subtle processes, or rather the sensations that come up from the processes that are happening. Notice the stronger sensations, maybe some stiffness or injury. And then feel the body as a whole, feel the shape and the form, the base, the sides, the top of the head. And take a moment to acknowledge your mood and your energy. Know that when we move through the practice, you are always welcome to rest and modify as you need to. Bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart, and an opportunity to set an intention. Take a moment to consider your intention, whether that's for this practice, for the rest of the day, the rest of your week, maybe something very specific, or just a broad quality that you'd like to bring to each day. We'll take an inhale together. Send out your intentions with your exhale. Lower the hands down, and then come forward to all fours. And then start to move through cow and cat. We're inhaling to look up and lengthen the spine, and exhaling to round in. And then any other movements that you might need in this position. Just be gentle, let things open up, smooth the movement out. We're going to come into a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under and push back to downward facing dog. Lift your sit bones up and back. And then start to pedal out your feet. So stretch out through the backs of the legs. And release the head. Give the head a shake out. Yes, no. Now come to stillness in your down dog. On an inhale, come forward into a plank. Exhale, lower the knees down and come all the way down onto your belly. Point the toes. Inhale, press into the hands, lift up the cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Whatever feels good for your back. Exhale, lower down. And again, 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push up to all fours. And then we'll move back to child's pose. Seat to heels. Let the forehead rest. Take 5 breaths here. Breath is smooth and easy. On an inhale, come back to all fours. Exhale, push back to down dog. Pedal out the feet. Shake out the head. Inhale forwards to plank. Exhale, lower the knees, come down onto your belly. 3 cobras. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, push up to all fours. Exhale, child's pose. And we'll add in a side stretch. Walk your hands over to the right. Let the head and the arms rest down. Walk your hands through the middle and over to your left. Relax the head and the arms. Walk your hands back to center. Up to all fours. Take it back to down dog. One more time. Inhale forwards to plank. Exhale, lower down with or without the knees lowered. Inhaling to cobra, lengthen up. Exhale, lower down. All fours, push up. Child's pose, seat to heels. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, down dog. Exhale, look forwards. Step the feet to the hands at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold in with your exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Press the palms overhead, hold it here, and stretch up. On your next exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shift back to down dog. Settle in. Take 3 more breaths. Exhale to look forwards. Step or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rising up, inhale. Forward fold with your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Back to plank with your exhale. Take an inhale here, make everything strong. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, rise up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shift back to down dog. 5 breaths. On your exhale, look forwards. Step or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forwards, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step back to a plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale for your back bend, strong legs. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Step the right foot through. Back knee down for a low lunge. Either hands on the mat or grab your block. Take an inhale here. Exhale, shift back to half splits. Turn the right toes up. And then we're going to flow back and forth. So the inhale, you come forwards, lift the chest. Exhale, shift back. Fold in. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. So a couple more times, just flowing back and forth. We're going to come back into the lunge. Pick the back knee up. Turn to the left side of your mat. Turn the heels in and the toes out for goddess. Sink the hips down, bring the hands into prayer. Plug your feet in. Firm the legs up. Squeeze the pelvic floor, hug the lower belly in, and relax the shoulders and the face. And the palms press, and the thumbs come to the chest. And you keep breathing. And feel the heat building. Maybe a little bit of trembling. Keep breathing. Couple more breaths here. Then we use an inhale to open into star pose. Open up. Bring the hands back to the heart. Point your toes forwards for Prasarita. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. A little bend in the knees as you fold forwards. Bring your head and your hands down. Rock the weight a little bit into the balls of the feet. Two more breaths. Inhale, come up halfway. Nice long spine. Walk the hands round to the top of the mat, pivot your feet, and step back to down dog. And pause. Second side. Inhale, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot through. Drop the back knee down, low lunge. Grab your block if you're using it. Take an inhale here. Exhale, half splits, pull back. And then shifting back and forth with your breath. Just keep flowing. The inhale, you shift forwards. Exhale, pull back. Keep going. One more time. Come back into your lunge. Pick up the back knee, lift the back knee up. Turn to the right side of your mat. Heels in, toes out. Back into your goddess pose. Really strong legs. Good. Make sure you're not sticking your bum and belly out. Tuck the bum under a little bit, hug the belly in. And we're going to interlace the fingers behind the head. Elbows out wide. Smiling. And we'll take some side stretches. So drop your right elbow down. Lift your left elbow up. So not leaning forwards. Just drop the right elbow down. Inhale, come back to center. Drop your left elbow down. Lift your right elbow up. Maybe look up. Keep the legs in that strong position. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Let's sit a little bit deeper. Couple more times each side. Feel those sensations coming up. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Once more. Exhale, right, each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Come back to center. Open your elbows up. Sit a little bit deeper. Hands to heart. Inhale to star pose. Straighten the legs, reach up. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Parallel the feet. Lift and lengthen. Forward fold. Nice bend in the knees. Let the head hang. Lift your sit bones up. Maybe the knuckles lift up, or maybe the hands are resting on your back. And give the head a shake out. And then bend and straighten through alternate legs. Now come back to center. Release the hands down. Inhale, come up halfway. Walk the hands round to the top of the mat. Step back to down dog. And pause. Close your eyes. Take 3 breaths. Now rest here or flow through. Inhale to a plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhaling for cobra or up dog. Exhale, shift back to down dog. On your next exhale, look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold forwards. Exhale. Take another couple of breaths here. Sway it out. Roll out your wrists. Any movement that you need. And if it's okay for your back, we're going to curl up to stand. If that's not comfortable for you, come up with a long spine. But otherwise, just take your time. Slowly stacking the vertebra. Eventually, the shoulders lift up. And then the crown of the head lifts up. Open the chest and drop the fingers down. Eyes closed. Bring your awareness inside. Check in with the physical sensations. With your breath. With your mind. And we will move on. Blink the eyes open, bring the big toes to touch, or keep the feet hip width. Inhale, stretch the hands up. Exhale, sit down into chair. Squeeze the legs together. Exhale, fold forwards. And step back to down dog. Inhale to lift your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale to step the right foot through. Warrior 1, the back heel drops down. We rise up facing the top of the mat, hands high. Now settle in. Big lunge in the front knee, really strong through the back leg. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Pull the knuckles down, lift the breastbone up, look up. Exhale, humble warrior. Bowing straight to the top of the mat, let your head go. Either hands resting on your back or lift the knuckles up. Lower the hands down, pyramid. Step the back foot in about a foot. You want that back foot to be flat on the mat, but if it's lifting up at all, you need to step it in. Inhale to lengthen the spine. At this point, hold it here. Pull your right hip back a little bit. Press the left hip forward. And the right knee or the right leg might be straight, or the right knee might be a little bit bent. Whatever works for your hamstrings. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. And look back to the back of the mat. Let the head hang. 2 more breaths. Inhale to lift up halfway. Bend the right knee. Step your hands forwards. Now I like to use a block or 2 blocks for this. I'm going to bend the right knee and lift the left leg up for grounded airplane. Move back a little bit. So the left leg comes towards parallel with the mat. And also, you want to try and lift the torso parallel to the mat. And you can hold it here, or if you want to add on, you could bring the hands into prayer or bring the arms like wings. You've got 2 more breaths. Jiva squat. Hook the left knee behind the right. Bow in, bringing your head towards the right knee. Inhale, you lengthen out. 2 more like that. Exhale, hook the knee in, round in. Inhale, lengthen. 1 more. Exhale to squeeze in. And inhale to lengthen out. We'll meet in the standing forward fold at the top of the mat. Fold in. Exhale out the mouth. Shake the head, roll the shoulders. And a little sway from side to side. Take a halfway lift. And step back to down dog. Second side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot through. Warrior 1, rising up. Right toes turn out about 45 degrees. Couple more breaths. Interlace the fingers. Pull the knuckles down, open the chest. Exhale, fold forwards, humble warrior. Release your hands down. Pyramid, step the back foot in. Inhale to lengthen. Pull the left hip back. Right hip presses forwards. On an exhale, fold in. And adjust that left knee. If it's really strong on the back of the left leg, then you need to bend that knee. Come up halfway. Step the hands forwards. Float the right leg up, grounded airplane. Now lengthen from your crown out through the back heel. And square the hips off. That right hip really wants to lift up, drop it down. Option to bring the hands into a different variation for a couple of breaths. And we'll take our Jiva squats. Exhale, hook the right knee behind the left, round in, tuck in, really squeeze into a tight little ball. Inhale to lengthen out. 2 more, exhale. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, open. Chair pose, bring the big toes to touch. Sink the hips down, reach your hands up. Couple of breaths, really strong legs. Now bring the hands into prayer. Lift up onto your tiptoes. Start to bend the knees and lower down into a toe stand. So come all the way down into your toe stand. Press the legs together. Press the palms. Lift the chest to the thumbs. Holding here. Press the feet down, the toe mounds. Toes are nice and long. Now take the knees wide. Bring your hands down for garland. So the knees are out to the sides. Still up on your tiptoes, kind of. Start to sink the hips towards the back of the mat, but stretch your arms forward for garland pose. You're kind of in a counterbalance. The arms stretching forwards and the hips sinking backwards. Chin to chest. Now engage your core. Start to walk your hands in. And with that counterbalance, rather you're still stretching the hands forwards. You want to try and sit the bum down with some kind of control-ish. And we're going to come straight into boat pose. So you might be here with the tiptoes on the ground. You could be here with your shins parallel to the ground. Hands can reach forwards, or you might want to stretch the legs up. You might want to reach your hands up. You've got 5 breaths. So root through your seat. Relax the shoulders. Lift the top of the head up. Couple more breaths. Now release your feet down. Reverse tabletop. Bring your hands behind you about 1 foot. Fingers might turn in or out, whatever works for your wrists. You can see that my wrists are under my shoulders. And when we come up, we want the ankles to be under the knees. So don't have your feet miles away from you, otherwise that's really hard work. Heels come in a little bit closer, press down, lift up, tabletop, 5 breaths. And you could look to your knees or look up to the ceiling. And really press into your hands, plug your fingertips in, press into your feet, lift your hips up a little bit higher. 2 more breaths. And if it's comfortable for your neck, you can let the head go. And then we release down. Come back into your boat pose. So any of those options, here, or here, or here, or here, with a smile. 4 more breaths. Keep lifting out of the waist. 2 more breaths. And then release. Another round of bridge, reverse table. So press your hands down, plug the fingertips in, press your feet down, lift the hips up. 5 breaths. When you're ready, lower down. Now, bum in the middle of the mat. You either have your feet down or you might be in boat pose. And you're going to crunch and lower all the way down. We come to take a full body stretch, reach the arms overhead. A sigh out of the mouth. Let everything settle. Check in, notice what you're feeling, the efforts, the energy. Now bend the knees for bridge. So take the feet flat on the mat, hip width and parallel. You're just able to tap your heels with your middle fingers. On your inhale, lift the hips up, wriggle the shoulder blades towards each other, either hands pressing down or you could interlace the fingers behind the back. So lift your chin up, press the back of the head down. Press the backs of the arms and the shoulders down. Press the feet down, lift up a little bit higher. One more breath. Now bring the back down. Take the soles of the feet together and the knees open wide. Bring the knees together, thighs together. Move your hips to the left and roll the knees to the right. A supine twist. Rest your right hand like a weight on the outside of your left thigh. Extend the left arm out. And let the head roll to the left. Bring the knees back through center. Bump your hips to the right. Roll the knees to the left. Come back to center. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Bring one hand onto the lower belly, one hand onto the lower ribs. close your eyes. Start to let go of all physical effort. Let the breath be soft. And feel all the different sensations that are happening. That either staying in this variation of Supta Baddha Konasana or move into Shavasana, the legs straighten, the feet come to the edges of the mat, the arms release down by the sides with the palms up. We have a minute or two to be quiet and still. Now start to deepen the breath. Take some big inhales, clearing exhales. And when you're ready, you start to move the body any way that feels right for you. Bring the knees in. Take a rock from side to side until you roll to one side and then come up to sit. Finding a comfortable seat, press the hands in prayer. Physical stillness. Take a moment to acknowledge your practice, feel the practice, to give yourselves thanks for taking the time to practice. We bring the thumbs to the third eye and remember your intention. Take that with you today. Bow the head to the heart to seal the practice. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.